Hey friends, welcome back. So today I am adding a video for my maple butter glazed turkey. This is a recipe that I have made during Thanksgiving. I figured that I will record so I can show you guys how to make it. So basically what you want to do is start prepping all of your vegetables, and you're going to add those to a pan. I have some bell peppers. I got orange. I have yellow bell peppers. You can use whatever colors that you want to this pan. Basically what you're trying to do is create a bed of veggies so that it is infusing some of those flavors inside of the turkey. Now, I must say that as I'm chopping these veggies up, I do have some from previous recipes during the week because, again, I've been cooking for the holidays. Somehow I ended up running out of carrots, but I had some shredded carrots and I am adding those to the pan. In addition, I found this package of herbs that has rosemary in there. It also has some parsley and also some thyme. I also have a package of sage. I was going to add that to it too, but I kept that separately. But yeah, so I'm adding those to the pan, but I'm also reserving some because I'm going to add that inside the turkey later on. Now, as I'm getting my butter compound together, I want to let you know that overnight I did do a dry brine to the turkey. So basically what I did was just add some salt, some garlic powder, and some black pepper. I basically tossed that all over the turkey, left it uncovered, and put it in the bottom of my refrigerator so that that salt can dry out any moisture in that turkey. So I did that for 24 hours, took it out the refrigerator, and I have it sitting on the stove. It's been a whole hour so that it can come to room temperature as much as possible. And so let's get over to this compound butter. I have some 2 sticks of butter, as well as some onion powder, garlic powder, poultry seasoning, thyme, and rosemary. So I'm going to be mixing all that together and eventually lathering up that turkey. I actually had never heard of a dry brine before. I've been watching a few foodie influencers online, and this year was the first time I had heard of a dry brine. I think it's much more simpler than doing the wet brine because you have to do a few steps, getting buckets together and everything. All I did was basically just put that turkey inside of that pan and just toss it with tons of seasoning and let it do what it needed to do. I am using some Tony's injectable butter, and I'm putting half that bottle inside of a bowl before I start to inject it. So some information about this turkey. I am using a butterball turkey. I will not be stuffing it with stuffing. This is a 17-pound bird, and I'm going to be cooking it at 325 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's going to be for about 3 hours and 45 minutes. The crazy thing about turkey is that every year when I make one, for some reason, I'm always a little bit nervous, wondering if it's going to be good. And I'm always getting rave reviews about the turkeys. And I guess that's actually a great thing. I have made different styles of turkey. I usually, if it's just my husband and me, I'll just do a turkey breast, especially during the pandemic years. I was just doing the turkey breast. But when I have the whole family over, I will do a whole turkey. I'll also do some turkey wings in the oven too. So yeah, just to have a little variety. So here we go. So I have my compound butter together, and I am slathering that butter all over the turkey just to make sure that every side of that turkey is getting some butter. I'm also going to add some underneath the turkey too. So, as it's cooking, it's going to be adding that dripping into the bottom of the pan. Once I place this turkey on there on the rack, I am going to add 2 cups of water just to make sure that the drippings and the veggies are not burning the bottom of the pan. I'm also going to use that turkey drippings, and basically it's going to become a turkey broth, and I'm going to be using that to baste the turkey. I baste the turkey every hour, And again, this is going to be cooking for like 3 hours and 45 minutes. I really don't want to be opening up the oven that much because I want to keep the temperature inside. So usually with turkey wings, you know, I mean, not with turkey wings, the wings of the turkey, you want to make sure that they're not just flapping all over the place. So I'm using some skewers to hold them in place. I do not know how to use twine. And with the butterball turkeys, if you notice that drumstick is, both of the drumsticks are actually held together by some fat that's on the fat in the turkey's skin. So I don't have to worry about using any twine. Now, again, this is the remaining of the rosemary, the parsley, and the thyme. I'm just stuffing that on the inside of the bird. You know, as I was saying earlier, you know, making this every year, sometimes it can be a little intimidating because it's a big old bird and you're like, oh, is it going to be juicy? Is it going to be flavorful? But I can say that every year when I am making it, it is juicy because all the steps that I am taking, but also the flavors that I'm injecting, as well as putting it on the outside of that turkey too. So this is actually the hard part, is just doing all the lathering and getting all the seasonings together. It is now inside the oven and it is baking again at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 hours and 45 minutes. I am now getting my maple glaze together and I'm using like 2 sticks of butter. It's already been softened. I'm adding some Dijon mustard. I'm also going to be adding some sage, some thyme, some garlic pepper. I'm also adding some maple syrup, of course, and you know, some salt and pepper to taste. You can also add some cayenne pepper if you like to, just to make it a little spicy if you want. Once you mix all this together, you're going to put it in a pan, and when the turkey is ready, you're going to be basically spreading this sauce all over that turkey. And as I have said in all of my videos previously, if you want to find the full recipe for everything that I'm doing, including the ingredients, the cooking times, all the things, you can find it on my website at plussizeinchicago.com. And for this, you want to look up Maple Butter Glazed Turkey, and that recipe will pop up. So as you can see, the turkey is done. I am using my brush to add some of the glaze on there, and then I'm realizing, you know what, this is going to take forever, so I'm just going to just pour this glaze all over the turkey, and every little piece has gotten done. So I'm going to let this turkey sit for at least 20 minutes so that all the juices are staying intact inside the turkey, and then I'm going to slice it and dice it and put it inside some pans, because I got like tons of people coming over to the house today to eat my Thanksgiving dinner. So I hope you all liked what I cooked in the kitchen today, and I'll see you guys next time. So friends, if you're watching this on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, shout out to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, or maybe you're following me on one of those social media platforms. Thank you so much for coming back and cooking with me again. If you are new here, my name is Angela, and this is my account Plus Size in Chicago, where I make a lot of easy to cook comfort food meals. You'll also see me reviewing different restaurants in the greater Chicagoland area, or maybe showing you some places I ate while on vacation. Be sure to subscribe or follow me. Also leave a comment and share this video with your friends and family. I'll see you guys next time.